wait, that's me. So we're back here with episode number 7, but looking back at last episode, this was a nightmare game. Everything kind of went wrong. The whole Murphy's rules or Murphy's law applied, where anything that could go wrong went wrong. Turnover early in the ball game. They follow it up, with getting some points on the board. You're going to see that shortly. Our defense had little flickers and glimmers of hope where we was able to put pressure here and there, but little highlights where we sacked the quarterback are few and far between, because we saw more stuff like this. Wide open receivers getting to the house, just burning our defensive backs, and I don't really have an answer for it. Like, it's just terrible. And what made things worse is like the ensuing possession, the kickoff. I never show kickoffs in the highlights, but I'm going to show you why right now. The return. Look at this return. Fumble the ball. And at that point, I was like, yeah, this is over for me. The game is over for me. But we had a little glimmer of hope again. Able to get a nice little defensive stand, limit them to a field goal, 10-0 ball game. And I'm thinking, all right, this is our chance to go down the field, get a chance to score. But nah, another turnover, a fumble. And now we down 17-0. So before the game even got good, we in a 17-0 hole. Little glimmers of hope again with the offensive, with the running game. We able to kind of push the ball down the field here and there, but nothing really sustainable. Nothing really sustainable. Like this drive in particular that you're watching right now. This is the one that could have possibly gave us some momentum. But, all good things come to an end. You're seeing that throw right there. Just a little bit off target, but you're seeing a good run by my guy Tyler Olsen. Move the ball down the field. There should be, at minimum, 3 points. We got that on the field. We need to get a field goal. We need to get a score on this drive. But we don't get a score on this drive. Of course not. Why would I do that? Why would I do that when I could throw a pick in the end zone? 17-0. 17-0 ball game. They take the ball down the field and they do stuff like this. Catching touchdown. So now I'm in a 24-0 hole. House is on fire. Had to get them backups in. I ended up putting a lot of the redshirt players in, including Malik Wright, including Clay Brown Jr. And we're seeing a little bit of the future here. Getting little glimmers of hope one more time with the future, hoping we can at least get some points on the board. But all things will come to an end. Seeing some highlights from Malik Wright, seeing some highlights from Shadon Biggs, the tight end. Should be a big part of the future for me. But another pick. This one thrown by Malik Wright. Malik Wright the second. And of course, they score. At this point, the game is virtually over, man. There's nothing we can really do. We just fighting for some pride, trying to see if we can make some plays here and there, make it look good. End of the ball game. Get some nice little runs off. We have zero chance to come back and win the game. We just trying to look at least competent as a team. Make some plays. Nice little play here. We could not get to the end zone though. Couldn't get it to the end zone on that catch. But the ensuing play, I think this is the one we kind of scored our pity points. Basically to make the score look a little better. Little quarterback run. Wasn't not a design play. I just gotta get the ball in the end zone. And the defense just can't stop nobody. That's the bad part about it. It's like we have some chances to get stuff going on the offensive side, even though that's kind of limited too, because the offensive line is terrible. But defense really can't stop anybody. That's why you see these high scores every game, giving up points, giving up big passing. Can't stop nobody, and this is just embarrassing. We got beat. Final score 37-10, and that leads us into this week's game. Hopefully we fare a little bit better.
By David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And it was a rough tough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Finds his man. It's Jefferson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's got him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Jefferson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get in his...
Headed to the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Hawaii's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. Davis will throw. Lofts one high and deep. And this will be caught at the 30.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give is to Williams. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Like this. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. They'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring...
There he goes! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Davis looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors are on the move. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help them program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Rainbow Warriors are threatening on 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown Warriors! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Defense wants to bring the heat. Davis will throw. Snagged out of the air. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
With the catch, it's Harris. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense working from the pistol. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his tight end. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fakes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And now we see on 4th down, people are so comfortable going for it, especially around midfield like this. Kind of play you know you like, short yardage situation, one you practiced all week. Go out, execute it. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
By the receiver.
Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got his man on the outside. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the try is no good. into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis looking to pass. Using the quick game. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Sims. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Gets it out fast. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Davis will throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Oklahoma State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jefferson.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Runs through a tackle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The throw to the outside is complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Fires to the right. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Shakes off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the back. Turning it on. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's another L, and I can't really blame the quarterback at all on this one. This was all on the defense. We gave up a whole lot of passing, well, not passing yardage, but high completion percentage to the other team. Couldn't really stop them from doing anything. And we start off the game like okay, like we jumped out to a 7-0 lead, and we just proceeded to not do anything else the rest of the game, mainly because of the drops from the receivers and mainly because of the defense. So bad defense, bad drops equals another loss, equals defeat. You know, this is just bad. But looking at the stats, Tyler Olsen played a little bit better than he did last week in terms of the completion percentage, and that's counting all of those drops. But nothing else was really going in our favor, especially not on the defensive side. Like that little glimmer, I keep using the word glimmer in this episode, that little 3-game stretch where we kind of look like a competent defense is gone. Is gone. No consistent pass rush. There's no coverage. Like, I knew that was going to be a weak part of the defense anyway. Like in the previews, the corners, the secondary is going to get beat. But I was hoping to at least play a little better than this. But that's the breaks. We're going to move into episode 8 next episode. And hopefully we could do a little better than we did this time around. Wait, that's me.